What is up, y'all? RJ here with CV Tech, and today I'm giving you my first thoughts and opinions after 24 hours on the Samsung Galaxy J3 on Boost Mobile. Now, I did make a statement on my unboxing videos on that I really didn't like Samsung devices. And to clear that up, the reason why I said that was because I've had a lot of devices from Samsung in the past that's been very problematic. Buy one, gets trouble, got to return it for something else. On exception of like the Galaxy Prevail LTE on Boost Mobile, that was a good little phone. The Galaxy J1 on Verizon prepaid that I reviewed a little while back, that was a good phone as well. But in the past, I have had some Samsung devices that were really problematic, so that's why I kind of laid low on Samsung for a while and just not bought any of their devices until now with the J3. And I gotta say, I'm really glad I did, because this is an awesome phone. This phone cost me $100 at Best Buy on sale. The sale might last another week, another 2 weeks. It may be off a sale already, but $100 for this phone is well worth the money if you're on a budget or if you're not on a budget. I mean, this phone right here is great. Now, I want to go ahead and say this here. It's been said before, but I want to say it. I want to say it myself. A lot of big time reviewers who review these really high end, top of the line flagship devices will say this phone right here is not for everyone, that it's underpowered, it does not play this right, don't play this game right. Well, this is $100 phone, 150 at the most. And, you won't get the same kind of performance that you will get out of a phone 6 times its price. Of course you won't. That's just common sense. Coming from a budget reviewer like myself who buys these little budget devices here, this phone is great. It's really perfect for about everyone. If you're on a budget, or even if you're not on a budget but don't want to pay $600 for a flagship device. This phone does everything well from what I have experienced so far. There is very few problems that I have with the phone, and even them problems are very minor and probably don't even matter to most people, but I thought I'd make mention of them in this first thoughts video that I have noticed. This phone does have 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. That's awesome. I believe that the minimum ought to be on 2016 phones. For budget phones, the minimum should be 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. It does have 16 gigabytes of onboard storage, which should be the minimum, in my opinion. I downloaded all my apps and stuff that I use on the daily, and after everything is said and done so far, I still have 9 gigabytes available for me to use. And if you look at most of these phones that have 8 gigabytes of RAM, you have maybe 3.5 to 4 after, when it's all set up. And then when you download your apps and stuff, you're down to like a gigabyte free, which don't take no time to use up anymore because apps are getting bigger and bigger. And so I believe the norm should be at least 1.5 to 2 gigabytes for a budget device, and 16 gigs of onboard storage should be the norm for 2016 for budget devices. So anyway, I want to go ahead and clear that up there. This phone is awesome. Okay, I'm going to post soon some pictures of my first charge on the battery. I took some screenshots, and I gave it a full charge when I got it. I set it all up, downloaded all my games, added my accounts, got on YouTube, Snapchat, stuff like that. And I took some screenshots of the battery results, so I will be uploading those to Google Plus. So you can go over there. I'll leave a link down below on how you can find me on them social media sites. But the battery was pretty good. The second charge I'm on right now, I'm actually using it on power saving mode to see the difference. So anyway, this one has a really nice 5-inch 720p display, and it looks really good. It does. It looks really nice. The phone is in gold only, which personally I like the gold look. It looks really nice to me. It's kind of different, and it kind of sets it apart. It looks more expensive than it really is. But I like it. But so far, some of the pros of the phone is about everything. What I'm going to tell you on the negative side, like I said, is nothing that's really major. It's just small stuff that I'm going to make mention in case you want to know about it. So one of the negatives is this phone does not have any kind of notification light. The home button don't glow. There's no blinking light up top. Nothing. Okay. When you get a text message or whatever, it'll make a noise. Like it always a notification, but there is no light to show you that you got anything on the phone. So that's one of the small negatives about this phone. One of the bigger negatives so far that I have seen, now this is only inside under just kind of normal lighting, is the camera. The camera has not been the greatest. The rear camera is okay with the flash on, stuff like that. The front facing camera I have noticed is kind of choppy and it just don't look the greatest. However, I have not took it outside during the daytime. I will do that in the morning. This is Saturday night or Sunday morning early, like 2:30 in the morning. So in the morning, I will probably do a test video and send it on to YouTube and upload it to show you the first video quality sample, like I always do with these new phones. But the camera inside is so-so. Don't expect too much, but like I said, it's not the worst, but it's just not what I expected from Samsung. So that's one of the bigger negatives I've seen so far with the phone. Thirdly, and really lastly with the phone, is something that I completely forgot already. Honestly, I can't even remember the third one I was going to make mention of. Notification light, the camera, and oh yeah, also the bottom buttons do not light up. If the phone's on, the bottom buttons, the back, the recent multitask button, they don't light up at all. So to some, that'll matter. To some, it won't matter at all. To me, I care less. It don't vibrate or anything. Maybe you can do something to make them vibrate, touch, but if it's dark, it's kind of hard to see them sometimes. You just fiddle around a little bit. They're down there. It's not much room, so you're eventually gonna hit it sometime or another. But I mean, the phone is really awesome. I mean, right now the screen is really dim because I got on power saving mode. But I got a really nice thing downloaded from that I downloaded, and the phone is just really nice. It's super smooth. It's super fast, and I mean, other than those three things so far, there is nothing bad to say about the J3. If you're looking for a budget phone, or even if you're not on a budget, you want just a cheaper phone that don't want to pay your arm and a leg for, the J3 is a great phone. The 5-inch display, to me, is the perfect screen size on a phone. It's very easy to handle. It is a little bit slick. I have about dropped it a couple times, but for the most part, it's very nice to hold on to. Very good call quality, very good clarity. Reception is good and strong, and the phone is relatively thin. It's really nice and thin. So far, all in all, it's a great phone. So after several days more of using it, I'll probably give my full review on it and do some here and there testing on camera and stuff like that. So anyway, this was informative in any way. Give me that thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. If you got any questions or comments about the J3, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do so by hitting that subscribe button down below, and I'd really appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. Stay tuned for the next video.